Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the Aflac Kickoff Classic, and we are excited to get this college football season underway. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Total leather and get this season started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. What do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Makes the grab. It's Walker. Breaks into the open. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown tie. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
A lot of offensive coordinators script their first 18 to 15 plays. Who needs it? Forget that. Just come out and score right away. First possession, you put points on the board. You create some momentum for this offense and for this season.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Handoff from the shotgun. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
They finally whistle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Just a short pass to the tight end. There he goes. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
And the Buckeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Benedict. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, and they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
The Buckeyes come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw it. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Fourth down and one, and they'll go for it. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go with a direct snap. Turning it, headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. That Alabama offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll send the back in motion. They try to get it outside on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
A lot of times offenses will do the FIB, formation into the boundary, try to take advantage of you necessarily spreading out, sending more resources to the field, trying to take advantage. Offense gave it a whirl, but the defense, they did not move. They did their assignments, got the TFL.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Completion to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Coffee. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They go to the ground. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Might as well give it to him again. Still running at the 35. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Ohio State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Michigan came through with a lunch pail, hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact this wasn't ever really in question. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Leaves it with the back. Gets it past the marker. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. To the ground. He's got it again. Across the 45. Turns it on down the left side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Alabama!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
And he tacks on the extra point. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Flanagan. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. To do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Power football with the run. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a 1st down. Now on 1st down from the 28. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the 1st down.
And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. He's got 99 yards on the ground, a very productive 1st half here in the season opener. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Scrambling away. Got his man. And they get him down. The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll try the run. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
And the Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Grabbed over the middle. It's Benedict. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. Snap it to the back. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of find a little crease for your running.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Back to the ground with the running back. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gather maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Boone. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap, it's Boone. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. That time they were in their own territory. That took some lower intestinal fortitude.
It definitely did. And listen, if that's what you're going to be, that's who you're going to be. You're going to be that kind of offense and be aggressive, then stick with who you are. And apparently, nowadays, going for it on your own end, it really ain't nothing anymore.
Brings it to the open. He's up to 113 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense will have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. You saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making it tough.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out route. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
On the move, it's Booth. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Booth. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And now a chance to pull even. 1st and goal as we get late in the 1st half. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. second and goal from the 9. Floats it out in space. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. A great catch and run for 6.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
The extra point here would tie the game. Oh, and he missed it, and they missed their chance to lock it up. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Rice is going to enjoy the trip back to Houston after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there at home, and suddenly it's quite the resume. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Going right to work up top. Good timing on the quick out. At midfield, he's got room. There he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
A first down run in the red zone. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Direct snap. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense didn't hang its head. They stood tall after the big play. Third and goal coming. He's got the tight end. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers. And they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Pass on the run. Runs through the tackle. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Man, That's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, trying to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can do with the return. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Coffee. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in a half. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Pressure coming. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over, bringing it back. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Flanagan. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter. Turning it on! Got the first down and more. He now has 110 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Give to the single back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Flanagan. He gets it oh so close. 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The pull and throw off the RPO. Oh, he's got some space. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Breaks the tackle. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Runs through a tackle. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the...
Snags it! Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the 1st half, and you see it here again early in the 3rd quarter.
Touchdown, Ohio State! And the beatdown has ensued.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. You got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground and you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Got the quick pass. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's got an open man, and he's brought down after a nice gain.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Makes the grab. It's Coffee. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. They just keep firing. Looking down the middle. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on fourth down.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Starts a drive trying to go up top. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And the Buckeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. He'll throw on third down. Fires to the tight end. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Fighting off the defender. And to use that stiff arm as a sledgehammer to blow edging his way to a few extra yards.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you, and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll leave it with him. Makes a man miss. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Out of the gun, the inside give. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his 2nd of the day, this one from 23. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. comes that Alabama offense. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just turning it on. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Got it in the middle. It's Booth. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Setting up the screen. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
Hauls it in. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number 1. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
And after the explosive run, giving this offense a little bolt of energy, he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his team.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama!
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Here comes the 2-point try. He'll set up to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot, you can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's Benedict. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Assuming they can wrap this one up, guys, they've served notice early in the season. Winning a game like this, that this passing game will have to be dealt with.
Yeah, top 10 team, too, because everybody knew the talent they had coming back on offense, the playmakers at the skill positions. And, David, we've seen it early this season. In this game, they've been throwing it all over the yard.
Yeah, but you do want to see it against good competition, so that's what's fun about today. Like, proving it against a really good team. We can talk about, you know, this guy's a star, this guy's a star. Now doing it like this on this stage, now I'm a believer.
The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. The give to the tailback. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Buckeyes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's inside. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the punishment has been extended. I think we can just about blow the candles out on this one. It's all over.
No doubt, it's over. But you know what, Reese? These stats aren't over. They count for postseason awards, so I'm all for piling on the stats, running up the score, offense, get the stats.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. San Jose State showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
To the air, it's Daniels. Starting to feel a little pressure. He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Wide open downfield. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going for it all. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
To the air on 2nd down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. going the other way, and he's got room. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another